Indeed. Welcome back to the channel. This content, this channel is timeless. So, whenever it is you find this video, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. The Homeschool Dev is here for you to inspire those who are wanting to learn to code, for those who are interested in teaching code, and for those entrepreneurs out there who are trying to build brands. I am here to provide support and backup for you. In addition, I have taught two young men. They go by the names of Brothers Who Code. They have a YouTube channel. Also, they have a website, brotherswhocode.dev. Go check out the website. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share. We would appreciate it if you did at least one of those things. Now, this is a follow-up to the last video I did called the Self-Taught Developers 10 Commandments. This is commandment number 2, which is auxiliary learning. Auxiliary learning is key to a web developer's success. It's key to a web developer's confidence. It's key to developing your own swag, your own sauce. It is key to your future as a developer. Now, why is it important and why is it key? As a developer, our job is to problem solve. The number one way that we problem solve is by research. So if auxiliary learning is all about research, then apparently auxiliary learning should be a part of your workflow. All of the 10 commandments, the self-taught developers 10 commandments, should be incorporated into your workflow. Now, my auxiliary learning experience goes as such. I was watching my instructor working on building a Facebook replica. And this was the first 2 hours into the project. I became frustrated because after 3.5 weeks, I did not complete the header for my project. 3.5 weeks I spent on a header trying to figure out how to position icons, logos, using floats and display flex, which was a concept that I didn't understand because I did not have a HTML, CSS class before taking on this project on the platform where I was learning. The platform where I learned to code emphasis is not on the basic fundamentals of HTML and CSS. Their approach is to immediately sit you down and your responsibility is to immediately start coding a project by following along with your instructor. Me following along with my instructor lasted maybe 3 hours. After 3 hours, I could not really understand his approach to building the website or the Facebook replica. So in my frustration, I developed the courage to, since I was struggling with the header and he was unavailable, I took it upon myself to watch a graphic designer who was using something called CSS Grid as a way to make responsive, headers or websites. And the platform where I paid to learn this coding did not offer CSS Grid at the time. So I ended up watching several tutorials in a matter of a couple of days. Once I was done watching those tutorials, I applied what I learned to my header. And do you know, I was successful the first time I implemented CSS Grid to my project. And I've been using it ever since. I was so impressed with CSS Grid that I took the concept down to my sons and had them practice and start applying it to their projects as well. Now, I completed something in several hours, which took me a month of trial and error, and I did not complete it. And this is keep in mind, this is also trying to problem solve on my own, trying to research, and then trying to reach out to my instructor, who was obviously too busy to respond to me. And even through my researching other students' code, I still didn't understand how to apply different properties to complete the task. So if you don't go outside of the environment where you pay to learn, to explore and find out different techniques and concepts on your own, you will not get it from your instructor. Let me repeat that. You will not get it from your instructor. There's several ways to initiate auxiliary learning. One way is to get out in your area, in the town and city that you live in, and find a meetup where there are developers gathering and talking about a specific language or concepts that they apply when they're working. Meetups are a great place to start. If you can't find a meetup, then the second best way is to do a YouTube search and find different videos, not not tutorials necessarily, videos, and just listen and watch what the developers, these seasoned developers you want to be watching and finding, right? With 3 to 5 years, 10 years experience, and watch and listen to how they articulate, different aspects of development. That would be another great place to start. And thirdly, you can always visit brotherswhocode.dev, my sons, and leave a question or comment, and they will definitely get back to you with an answer. But keep in mind, my fellow developers out there, you have to take it upon yourself to learn things that you are not learning in the moment as you're working on a project. Learn those concepts, but expand your scope and research on your own to find out other things like techniques or other interests that you may find in the development community that you didn't know about. Remember, work on something that you'll be passionate about. Remember to stay healthy, stay focused mentally and physically. But remember that auxiliary learning is a part of a web developer's workflow. That's from the time that you start learning to the time that you become a 20-year veteran. We will never stop learning. The moment we stop learning, the moment we renege on our job as problem solvers. Thank you. Please hit the like, share, subscribe, comment. This is the